Clearly, we don't have a one-size-fits-all approach. We have to have different models of regulation for different drugs, depending on their risks and depending on the environment in which we're making them available. And we've identified 5 key models through which you would make drugs available. Now, these aren't just pulled out of thin air. They're all based on real-world examples of how we regulate certain drugs already, but applying that thinking to drugs which are currently illegal and currently controlled by organised crime and street dealers and so on. So the 5 models that we've identified, beginning with the most restrictive and moving down to the least restrictive. The first one is a medical prescription model. Now, we already, in a number of countries, prescribe injectable heroin to dependent heroin users through a very strictly regulated medical model in which the users are given injectable heroin and often then consume them under supervision in a kind of clinical setting. The next model down, slightly less restrictive, is a sort of retail model, but it's a pharmacy retail model. We've sometimes referred to it as a pharmacist retail or druggist model, where you have a trained specialist who can give advice and also enforce a licensing regime, who is a gatekeeper to the market. So people can buy the drugs, but they have to go through a trained pharmacist to do so. So that's for sort of medium level risk drugs. The next one down would be more conventional license retailing. So it's more familiar in terms of things like off licenses selling alcohol or tobacconists selling tobacco products. And you can have different forms of licensing, different levels of restriction according to the particular product and the particular environment. The next model is a licensed venue for purchase and consumption. So you buy the drug in question, but you also consume it on the premises. Now, the familiar models with that would be bars and cannabis coffee shops. So bars when you buy and consume alcohol, cannabis coffee shops where you can buy and consume cannabis. So again, these are very well-established licensing models. And the final model for the lowest risk drugs would be effectively unlicensed sales, so more like supermarket sales. And that would be for very low risk substances like caffeine or caffeine beverages like Red Bull or coffee, or for low strength cocoa products like cocoa tea. So we have this whole range of different models. We've actually got a significant body of expertise and experience in how to manage them, and we have to look at which drugs are going to fit in which models in each different environment. Look at the evidence, see what works, and move forward and evolve policy on that basis.